Hi there, welcome to another episode of AddicTed to Deidre. Deidre told me to tell you all of my car accidents. Now these are not all involving my car or multiple cars, but they're definitely all mistakes involving cars. So let's get embarrassed, here we go. My first accident involves my friend's house. Every time I left his house, he had a very strange driveway. So this is the street and I would back up. It was hard to see on either end and it was hard to see where the ditch started and ended. So I would try to back up or turn too soon, but I hit his mailbox and totally broke it twice in 2 different occasions. And then another time I was leaving in the winter and I backed up into the ditch and I had to go to my friend and see if his dad could help me free my car. Another winter one. And I was driving and I said, hey, I'm gonna do some fishtails because they're fun. And I did one, and I lost control, and it spun 180 and went into the snowbank, and a guy from the golf course had to come out. A guy I knew from high school. And he came out and he put salt under there, and we dug out the snow. I got free eventually, but it was pretty embarrassing. But he was nice. He was a nice guy. So I was in a parking lot, and it was winter. And it was a big old parking lot, and I love fishtailing, of course. I was sliding by the back end because I love fishtailing, and then I lost control, narrowly missed a sign, and went straight into oncoming traffic. Luckily, there was nobody there to hit me. I can't remember if I backed up or went forward, but I corrected myself and went on my merry way. Minor one, it was late at night, and I took a left. And instead of going into the right lane, I went into oncoming traffic lane. Luckily, there was no one there, and I just flipped the U-turn and went on my merry way. This one, I was back home in Minnesota. There was a very short merging lane. The traffic was very close to it, and it was hard to perceive. So I was waiting here, and the cars going by, boom, 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 and they go fast, boom, boom, and the car coming behind me. And so I'm chilling out, I'm thinking, man, these cars are so close, just so close. A car passes by, boom. Oh God, I got hit by a passing car. So I pull over a tiny bit onto the shoulder. There's a little bit of a shoulder. I get out of my car, and I check my front, there's nothing. What? The person behind me pulls over and gets out of their car, and apparently they rear-ended me. At the same time, somebody passed right by my front corner. So I thought I got hit at the front, but there was not really any damage. This one I'm particularly embarrassed about. It was Mother's Day. I slept in because my mom went to church, but I didn't go with her. But I said, hey, we'll meet for Mother's Day breakfast at a restaurant called Dean's Country Manor, and we'll meet up there. She was done with church and she was already there, and I was still about 10 minutes away, so I was all, oh God, I can't be late on Mother's Day. I'm gonna go way over the speed limit because it's Mother's Day and I'm trying to meet my mother, so if a cop pulled me over, I have a viable reason for going really fast. So I was going about 80 and a 55 in this big old cop car, and you know, one of those fancy cop cars, and basically a Camaro or Dodge Charger, whatever, sees me and goes, just stops on the road, but I'm kind of in a backwater area and the roads are very hilly, so I think I can lose them easy. So I go and I drive down this secret gravel road that's protected. Protected, I mean, it was secret. I already said secret. It felt hidden because there were lots of foliage and trees nearby. I just went down this road and I thought I might be able to, okay. Heart is racing. The cop car doesn't even pass. He goes straight into the road and pulls in behind me. I am sweating bullets. The cop gets out and I think, what the heck am I gonna say? And he comes over and I'm just shaking and just so scared. He said, what's going on, man? He was very serious. I said, I don't get pulled over a lot, that's why I'm really nervous. He gave me a ticket. If I ever catch you here again, you're going to jail. And I said, okay. And then he left, and then I met my mom at Mother's Day, even later than if I just went the speed limit. Much later. So yeah, that one sucked. So this one, I was with Deidre, and it was a dirt road that was kind of between routes. I think we were heading to a half marathon. I was taking this dirt road and I didn't know how fast I was going. I was going apparently way faster than I thought. I lost control and tried to slow down, but the brake didn't do anything, and I'm skidding off the side of the road, and all this dirt and brush is just getting crammed in the wheel wells. We kept sliding forever and then stopped. I got on my car and the wheel wells were so solid. Every empty space was filled with tumbleweeds and brush. The whole side of the car was just dust. Just a new color of dust. I took out all the branches and tumbleweeds, and the car was drivable. And then we drove it for a while, and we were heading down the highway, and one of the tires pops. And it popped, and obviously I couldn't drive it, and we're in the middle of nowhere, could barely get reception. We called a tow truck, and they came, but not after a really long time. And on this side of the road, there was a big fire anthill that we didn't know about, and we were standing in it, but Deidre was wearing pants, and she didn't notice till they were all the way up on her arms. And I noticed them on my shoes, and we got bit all over, and it was a terrible day. It was hot and awful. So yeah, that's that one. This one involves my last car. Incidentally, it was blue. Started acting a little funny. Got smoky, and I came to a complete stop on the highway. I had a guy come out and check it. Apparently I was so low on oil that the engine got so hot that it melted itself and warped a little bit, which I had no idea could happen. So the car was completely done. It was just done. There's nothing you could do. So I just sold it to a guy, some random dude, for $200 or something. And I just waited till my mom picked me up at some random place. And I wrote smut for some reason. That was a weird day. Another time, I was about to run out of gas. I was very far from the closest exit, so I had to stop at the next exit on the highway in the middle of nowhere. So I pull over at this exit. I come to a broken down gas station, windows broken, graffiti everywhere, actual ghost area. I couldn't see anything else. I see there's a phone number on the gas station wall that says gas. I thought, okay, I guess I'll try. And I called the number. I think I got no answer. And then I waited a little bit longer and called again, and I get this guy. Yeah, I saw this number on the gas station, and I don't know, I need gas, if possible. He said, yeah, okay, I'll be over there. It's about $40 a gallon. Inflated prices because you're in the middle of nowhere. I said, well, I need gas, so I'll buy a little bit. So he came out, and he's got dogs, and he tells me this story about how he picks up dogs that people abandon on the highway all the time. Crazy. He just puts gas in my car, and we're chatting, and I pay him a boatload of cash, and then I could go on my merry way. It was a very strange experience. I'm glad I didn't die because it was a scary area. Luckily, it was during the day, but man, that was weird. Okay, so this one is not my car. Not my car. I am in the rear passenger. My buddy Chris is in the driver's seat. His boyfriend Shane is in the passenger. We were going to get sandwiches, and it was late at night on a Sunday. We get to a left turn, and we're going over here to get sandwiches. We're waiting at the protected left turn, and Shane goes, oh, Chris, it's green. Chris starts to go, and then some lady ran a red light and hit us right at the front of our car. And then we spun this far, and I think her car was still about here. This car was totaled. Shane got hurt the most. I was okay. I lost some range of motion in my neck, or limited range of motion. Painful range of motion in my neck, I will say. I got out of the car, and both cars were leaking, so I thought some kind of action movie explosion was gonna happen, so I said, oh, cars are leaking, get out of the car, get out of the car, it's gonna blow. And they were waiting, and this lady didn't get out of her car until the cops showed up, and the cops were there, and it was crazy, and we had our roommate pick us up. That was pretty crazy. This is a big one. Made my insurance go up a lot. I'm still kind of paying for it, but I've almost worked it out. I was still in college. It was about a 4-hour drive to campus. I was rocking about 80 miles per hour. I started getting highway hypnosis. I fell asleep at the wheel. So, fell asleep, and according to the person that I hit, I was moving over, and they were trying to react to me moving, and I hit them right in the back here. My car was undamaged somehow, and they had a big freaking dent in their bumper, and it was an SUV or something. As soon as I hit them, I woke up, of course, and just swerved until I safely got off the shoulder. Luckily, there was nothing to hit. Most of these are so lucky. Actually, I served jury duty later, and I had to talk about that. When I said that story, everyone just, oh my God. Oh God, you shouldn't do that. Lesson learned. This has been another episode of AddicTed to Deidre. All of my embarrassing car mistakes, accidents, collisions, you name it. With more to come, I'm sure. Deidre, next week, I want you to write your own rap and perform it. And that's the whole video. Enjoy. Until naked.